Hey guys, I hate that word, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Today we're gonna talk about something very interesting that I thought that it's gonna happen, and the proof is in my description because there's an article that I wrote like 1 or 2 months ago about some good news by John Krasinski. Who is John Krasinski? You know him from The Office mostly, or if you're like a bit younger like me, then you know him from Jack Ryan mostly, or the director and a leading role in Quiet Place 1 and 2. Okay, so here's what happened. John Krasinski during the quarantine decided that he's not going to go and waste his time with building Lego and puzzle like other intelligent celebrities. He's an entrepreneur obviously and a businessman, and if you have like the name, the followers, and a lot of like all your friends are celebrities, why not think creatively? There's always opportunity to make money or create interesting project, and it's a win-win. You give people what they want, they have a good mood, they love the content, and then you sell it. Of course, the whole idea of this was to sell it, but now people get surprised, like, oh my god, he sold it, like he cashed out, like he's a sellout. Well, excuse me, wouldn't you sell it? Just because you are building Lego 24/7 because you're bored to death instead of thinking about the opportunities that you can take during the quarantine, well then, you know, don't be jealous. Like, you could do that, the same thing. Anybody, from the actors, musicians, entertainers, anybody could do that, right? But John, he thinks about it, and during the quarantine, you know, he can't film another Jack Ryan or Quiet Place or any other films, so let's do something that will pay a lot of bills in the future, and I would applaud that, and I would say that's freaking smart. So don't give him any hate for it. I don't think he deserves any hate for it. A lot of comments from people, which I'm gonna read later, were that he created the show like for free, for everybody for free, and people contributed to the show by sending their videos, and everybody was spreading some good news. That's the point of the show. And now he's selling it, like he sold it. So now he sold it to CBS. I don't know what price. And apparently you have to pay to watch that, right? So there's a little bit of controversial thing going on, but who cares? If I was John, I wouldn't care. I provided you absolutely time of your life. People talk to Oprah Winfrey, Spielberg, Jonas Brothers. There was Brad Pitt involved. Like, people were for free talking to these people, and they were part of something. During the quarantine, that was the show, that was the point of the show. So I don't see any like, okay, you think John Krasinski, like, you know, it's okay to do something for free and everything, but I think it's pretty much like a win-win. So if you give him any shit for selling the show and just thinking about the money, I think he gave you pretty good time with that show. So I don't know where you're coming from, to be honest. Maybe just from jealousy. Let me check. We've recovered. Okay. What is some good news? If you don't know that, this video didn't make sense to you yet, but I'm gonna explain. Some good news is a TV show from John Krasinski's Office, filmed with his iPhone, and he talks about some good news. So he collects, or should I say in the past tense, everything. He collected videos and some good news from the people around the world, mostly the USA, and he shared them and he commented on them. He asked his celebrity friends to be part of it, and he did graduation online. Jonas Brothers were singing at the prom, etc, etc. So it's amazing, right? And basically in 2 months it gained 75 million views and 2.5 million subscribers. Even from that, like, the videos were monetized pretty well, but for John Krasinski that's not such a big money. The whole idea is the format of the show. People incredibly just love it, obviously, and I think it's pretty fair that, you know, like, of course he's not gonna continue doing that if we go back to normal. Like, he's got movies to film, okay, and direct. So do you really expect him to do news if his real passion is acting? But if you're locked in your house, well, obviously you can't do movies, right? As I mentioned, that is a true entrepreneurship, because you create literally something out of nothing and you sell it and you go back to your normal with some more zeros at the end of your account. I think that's a win. And I think all those people that were part of some good news were very happy that they could be part of good news. I mean, who wouldn't want to talk to Spielberg or have Jonas Brothers play for you? I mean, let's be real, okay? The question is though, a lot of people and fans think he's sold out, like he's a sellout. So is it a reputation killer? Is everybody going to watch it on CBS? Is everybody going to pay for this after they feel very betrayed because John Krasinski, now it just seems like he did it just for the money, which it was obvious for me in the beginning. Of course, not only for the money. I don't think it was the reason number one. As John Krasinski said, it's very close to his heart and he was enjoying doing that, spreading some good news. If you see, like, I don't know him, but if you just see his interviews and all, like, he's a very joyful person and he likes spreading the goods around him, the good mood. But is it a reputation killer? Is this show going to have continuous success even if it's paid and even it's commercialized on TV? That's a good question. But one thing is for sure, John Krasinski doesn't have to care about that anymore because he cashed in. But I applaud that. Well done. It's a perfect entrepreneurship. And as I said, it's a win-win for the fans. Let me just read some people. Some people's not very pleasant comments, which I just see it's a jealousy. I would say it's a jealousy. Well, so he made aid due to videos comprised largely of unpaid contributions from fans. Unpaid, okay. Who wouldn't contribute if you can talk to Oprah Winfrey? I mean, seriously? Sold the brand to a major conglomerate and isn't going to make it anymore. He's an actor and director, not a TV presenter. So why would he continue? Just cashed out. Does this rub anyone else the wrong kind of way? Pure jealousy. Ron Harris with 15,000 followers. Like, John Krasinski started some good news to shine a light on the good side of humanity, and in his latest act of kindness, he sold the show to Viacom CBS for shit ton of money. So, follower count 5,000. Oh, congratulations. I wonder why John Krasinski put some good news on hiatus. After only 7 episodes, he sold it to Viacom Comedy and no longer will host because he made it in... If he doesn't sell it now, after quarantine, when the views go down and the subscribers don't give a shit anymore because it's end of lockdown, he wouldn't sell it. So he needed to sell it now during the lockdown, actually. Otherwise, there would be no point in the first place. I feel gross about this. Who says that? 146 followers. Amazing. Your voice will be heard. There are some very positive comments as well. Fuck John Krasinski. I thought he was doing this for love, to actually help people feel better during this time. Now he sold it to a big channel and it's no longer free to watch. I take back everything good I ever said about John Krasinski. Vicky Naomi, 8 followers. Good. Obviously Vicky doesn't understand any kind of entrepreneurship or business thinking, as being on Twitter and having 8 followers proves that pretty much. It's kind of disgusting that some good news was sold and put behind a paywall on CBS All Access. Emma Wagner, 0 followers. Well, this lady is playing it even better. Alright guys, that's it for me. Again, I applaud John Krasinski. I wish I could do that as well. Well, I don't have Brad Pitt in my phone number list. Okay, thank you for watching, and as I mentioned, you can read my article about some good news 2 months ago when I predicted that it's going to be sold, of course. So the link is in the description and you can like this video, share it, comment on it. What do you think John Krasinski should do? Do you think it was a good move to sell it so now it's paid, or you think it's a big mistake for his reputation? Just give me your thoughts, comment on this video and share your anger or appreciation. I'd like to know what you think about it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I'm working really hard on it, and I would appreciate some good news for me, like a few more followers and subscribers. So I'll be commenting on a lot of different topics as well. So you can subscribe to my channel and enjoy the content. And let's go John Krasinski.